Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon, otherwise known as the Southern Fried Film Nerd, and I just got done watching The Final Destination. The balls on this movie to refer to itself as The Final Destination. It's the worst one. I've been kind of dreading this rewatch ever since I started watching through all of the movies again in preparations for Bloodlines. And, you know, it's not as bad as I remember it being. It's still bad. Very bad. Quite bad. Indeed. But it's got some redeeming qualities to it. But let's just, I don't want to waste any time on this one. I didn't script nothing. I didn't write down any pros or cons or notes. This is 100% freeform, baby. And I hope you enjoy that. I thought for sure that I was going to be roasting the ever-living shit piss out of this movie. And I kind of am, just a little bit. But there are things. Whatever. So everything about every other Final Destination movie that I have watched so far up until this one that I did not like about those individual films, someone decided to take all of those things and put them in this piece of trash. And it is a long list, ladies and gentlemen. So, everything that I had to say about the roller coaster premonition in FD3 applies to this entire movie, right? Like, horrible CGI. The most atrocious CGI imaginable. Sci-fi original movies have better CGI than this movie does. And they just crammed it full. Just shoving it in there. Just shoving it in there. Every other fucking scene, man. Bad CGI. And the long, drawn-out kills that nothing about the kill, the build-up, or anything leads to what the final blow is going to be. That's like every death scene in this movie. The most egregious one, I believe, is the Krista Allen when she goes to the salon to get her hair did, and like 3 billion different things could kill her, but none of those end up being the thing that actually take her out. God, what else? Oh my God, the premonitions. Oh, if you watched my FD3 video, you know that I was so happy. Oh my God, I was so happy that they got rid of those shitty ass premonitions where, you know, they just like saw a reflection of a train or got a glimpse of like a pigeon in a, you know, they did all that stuff with reflections. And it was always stupid, so dumb. I was like, why are they continuing to get these premonitions that help them stop death's plan, even though, like what is sending them these premonitions, right? Is there a counter force to death who wants death's plan to be royally fucked up? Is that what it is? Like, they replaced those with the pictures in part 3, and the pictures worked so well. So well. And then they get to this one, and they're like, we're going to bring those premonitions back. But instead of, like, getting a glimpse of a bus or something in a reflection, now our main character's just going to get full-on extra premonitions every time someone is about to die, and we are going to fill those premonitions with horrible, horrible CGI. And I'm not kidding either. There is a snake CGI in this one that is, I don't know why they even had the snake in it. It's like a medical staff symbol or something, but they use this really horrible CGI snake. And I'm motherfucking tired of these motherfucking shitty ass CGI graphics in my Final Destination films. Alright, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's a lot bit of a roast in this one. And then, do I really want to go on and on and on about the CGI? I think everybody knows how bad the CGI in this movie is. All the blood, CGI. All the fire, CGI. Bad CGI. That's it. I'm not talking about CGI anymore. We all know it's bad. But there's other things. Besides the CGI and the premonitions, there's other things like the horrible soap opera acting. There's not a single... Well, I'll take that back. I like Hunt. I think Hunt. He does a pretty good job of being funny. He's kind of funny. Like he's a stereotypical dick, but he's kind of funny. So I can't say all of the characters are absolutely atrocious, but pretty much. And none of them are very good actors. It's all very melodramatic delivery of lines, and all of them are very dumb. The character of Janet in particular, after death has skipped her once, which is one of the better scenes in the movie, the car wash scene. She's just like, no, it's over, it's done, I don't care. And it doesn't matter how many signs that they present to her, her character's just done. She's like, no, I'm just going to die now, horribly. And somehow this movie manages to be a made-for-TV movie that is full of bad sci-fi original movie CGI with enough explosions to make it feel like it was directed by Michael Bay, and somehow populated with just the single worst cast of characters in any of these movies. It just came back to me. The character of George, I like the character of George. He's really the only character in the movie who gets any sort of character development, with, you know, his tragic past and what happened to his family and like dealing with alcoholism and stuff. And, you know, he's a very faithful man. And so he has a character. So I'll give him a pass. But they, if the deaths aren't like horrible CGI drawn out catastrophes, they're very, they're used for comedy. I feel like George's death is used for comedy. It just kind of careens out of nowhere. Oh man, that's a lot of negatives. I'm sorry, you all. I really wanted to try to come in here and be a little bit more positive about this one, but it's just all negatives. It's an atrocious film. Just one giant shit pickle. Just a giant, fucking gargantuan shit pickle of a movie. Positives, I will give it some positives. Like I've already mentioned the character of George, and I liked the character, well, I won't say that I liked the character of Hunt. I was amused by the character of Hunt. And then there are a couple of cool like death scenes. The car wash scene with the Janet character in it, like the car filling up with water and her head getting trapped in the sun visor and almost getting like ripped off by the things, and then like Hunt getting just the shittiest death that you could possibly get. And I remembered, because that was always the death that I remembered about this movie, is Hunt getting his like insides just sucked out through a pool drain. And like I remembered it being a lot more visceral. And on this rewatch, I realized that I think I'm just... the idea of the death is more terrifying than the actual execution in the movie. because the execution in the movie is just like a couple of cutaways to him being stuck to the bottom of the pool, and then a bad CGI blood geyser. So all this time, I've kind of been carrying like my own version of it in my head that has made me more fearful of stuff like that. Like it gave me a phobia. I'll say it gave me a phobia. I'm kind of worried about getting like, I don't know, sucked down a drain, as stupid as that is. And then the escalator scene, even though it's a fake out because it's another thing. They bring back the second premonition that they used at the end of the third movie. And then this is another Final Destination movie where none of the characters get any kind of like exposition or backstory or have the chance to understand what's going on. So we as the audience know that they're not actually succeeding at anything, but the characters don't. And like for me, it worked in part 3, but it's like going back to the same well. It's a very lazy movie. If the Final Destination is a very lazy movie, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have another positive for it. The opening credit sequence is pretty cool, but the opening credit sequence is just a rehash of all of the deaths that happened in the 3 much better movies that came before this one. Yeah, this one's just one giant shit pickle. Just one gargantuan gagging on it shit pickle. Nobody should bother to see this one. My biggest complaint, I think, is that there are some good ideas in here. Like I said, the 3 deaths that I mentioned, and yeah, I mean, right off the bat, that premonition at the racetrack with, it's another rushed. It's quick. There's no build up or anything. Old dude's not really seeing a lot of signs or anything. Just a bad movie. Yeah. But you know what? I'm past that one. And I remember the 5th one, which is coming up next, being pretty good. And I've already seen Bloodlines, which I haven't gotten to review yet, but I'm going to. And spoiler alert, it was fantastic. I won't say it's the best one in the franchise, but it's pretty damn good. So this one is really, much like I referred to Frankie G in part 3 as being a shit stain on the movie, this one is a shit stain on the franchise. Just horrible 3D. Oh my god, I forgot that this one was shot for 3D, which makes the CGI just look that much worse. When you shoot a movie for 3D, you kind of have to like make the movie look brighter. You have to expose it more and stuff, and then you just fill it full of a bunch of horrible 3D gags that don't actually work unless you're watching it in 3D. And so the horrible CGI in this movie probably didn't look all that horrible in CG or in 3D, but it just... Okay, I could trail on forever about this. I'm not going to do that. I am going to go ahead and end this video here. But before I do that, I wonder if you all could do me a huge favor. Please do me a favor. If you could hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the little notification bell, it would do me so much good. I am just getting started out at this, and I'm learning my way around it, and I hope people will keep watching. I'm going to keep making videos regardless because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. But, yeah, so, likey, subscribey, dingy, dingy, thank you so much. And until we see each other again, remember, as always, please, go forth and be good fucking humans.